First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go in the rain here at Lambeau Field. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw first play with Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
13 yards on the play.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Will lose a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. It's a big-time play and a really good play.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain there of 21. First down, L.A.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Rams.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he'll slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You know, it's funny, Mike, I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their weight, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
Is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's go. Blue, set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught at Savion Williams. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and
Ball
a
on the
yard.
39. Here's second down and a yard.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a bring down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
9 yards. That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go. 10. Steal. Black. Down. Black. Blue. 32. Set. Hut.
Back to throw. Going outside. And it's taken in by Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
First and 10 at
Another
the
three tight ends
38-yard
here
line.
on first and 10.
Ready.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 20-yard
Run
line.
once more with Blue. And the Packers are going to have first and goal. Trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
15 more yards.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's the run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to
Right
second
blue.
and goal at the
Right,
5-yard line.
Drill green. Beetle blue. Rail yellow. Set.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Packers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. They'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. Here's a 2nd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. There's a handoff to Cora. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
A gain of 10 yards.
First and
The
10.
Rams, first down. It's a gain of 10. First down,
We're
Rams.
going to play action now with Penix. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
On the handoff, this is Cora. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down.
He's brought down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Forced to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Rams first down.
Good for a Rams.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice game, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
At the 13-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
And 3.
That's quick RPO to Ferguson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
Another Rams first down.
In motion, it's Waddle. A run on first and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Corum will score. Touchdown, LA.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Red, cycle. Well, here we go, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next. That's a skill that really just comes from experience.
A big gainer for Green Bay. 32 yards.
That's good.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
52 block.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He's got space inside the 25. And he'll take this one in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking
The
about.
kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here we go on the return from the 1. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
the play fake. Here's the lefty, Penix. On a throw on the move is caught. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Swing this one out to White. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
It's 3rd and
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down. The play team headed out for the rest.
It's 4th down.
It's a very nice return. He's given the offense a short field.
At the 46-yard line.
Okay, break. Right, White. Set, ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
I think you chalk this one up like to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2nd down. Fuller. And some good blocking. Springing a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
We'll try to run it here with Fuller. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Plant. It's Penix. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
One of the biggest challenges of playing zone defense is defending a quarterback when they break contain of the pocket. All the zones have to move along with the quarterback, and it is just a lot of stress put back there, and you're able to find a soft spot, and they're able to connect.
In motion, it's Robinson. You're going to go play action with Penix. Moving to his left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and a yard. They'll throw. It's Penix. He'll find his running back right. And he's going to have a 1st down as he gets out of bounds. And he stopped the clock as well.
Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Huge mistake. Late in the half. It is intercepted.
There are certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and the ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Packers
Ready.
1st down.
Moose going to get it again here on 1st down. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Ready,
Here's a 2nd and 9.
ready. Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
Throwing now from the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They
Run the ball.
cover.
Run the ball.
So backed up after the sack,
Right.
and now it's third and long.
Ready?
Out of the gun, a give to Blue. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And this one not going to have enough legs behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And this will remain a tie ball game. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. They'll return this from the 11. Into space. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 86 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Buller. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
It's a loss of 2.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Now Penix to throw on second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Third down and 12.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completed. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, L.A.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
Rams first down.
Once again, it's Cole. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up
We're trying again here. Second and 10.
37-yard line.
Throwing is Penix. First, it's incomplete. He thinks hit the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
It is third and 10. Now Penix
turn the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
To return is Williams. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for his offense. And he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
It's this. Mega. 10 black. Spike.
He'll look to throw here on first down. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Drill green.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short throw there. Pulled in by Musgrave. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gain on that one.
Smash. Red.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave.
Watch out. Let's go now.
Again, here comes Blue. Room to run at the 35. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
19 more yards.
That's 19 yards for the second straight play. They are rolling. Another first down.
At the 30-yard
43
line.
yellow. Fullback ready.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. He's not going to get too far. Tackle after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second
What an
and 8.
advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such billing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. This is a great example here live.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it third and
Let's go.
2.
6, 6.
Again, it's Blue. Brought down to 17. That's going to be good enough. A first down picked up on the ground.
Green jack.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Set.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Goes down to his left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Close. 10. Set. Hut. 50. Green. Blaster. 6. Hut.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and
Ready.
quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On third down, here's Blue. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up. The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. This one will be from 37 yards out. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. Now a run to begin the fourth quarter on first and 10. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 38 now, here's second and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Well, they'll play action now with Penix. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8 from 41. Here's second and a couple. The throw on the uphill is batted away. That is incomplete. Good job of recognition by the defense. And it's going to bring up third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Rams first down.
They'll run straight ahead with Corey. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one. It is second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. From the gun, here is Penix. And he will score! Game on! Jalen Waddle! Touchdown, Rams!
The kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3 of field goals here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Williams on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Slide through. Set. Ready. 35.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll take a shot downfield for Musgrave. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout Musgrave. That's going to bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Down. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Here's hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
Blaster. Sit. Set.
He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Savion Williams there. And it's going to be fourth down.
Sets up
On
fourth
comes the
down.
Packers punting team. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Penix. That's made there by Waddle. After the catch, he gets back forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. That brings
Ball
up
on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard. That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And he'll be taken down after a gain 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
First down. First First and 10 at the 49-yard
On first and 10, it's Cuomo. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's second down and 3. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think you'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
It's third down. And 3 yards to go.
White.
Rashawn White, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Here we go. This is 4th down. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he's going to have the Rams first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down
First
conversion.
and 10 at the 27-yard
The motion man is Nakua. Throwing now, Penix on first down. That's to Waddle again.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 7 yards to go.
Penix going to throw again. On the run to the right. That is incomplete. Here we go. Here goes what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up. That's Samuel Womack.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So, it's a win for the Packers. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way